Previously on Party Wanted. The party have found themselves in the land of law and order, Ibris. The wizard made the mistake of impersonating a leader of this great nation, and the paladin received orders from a mysterious domineer. Soon, however, they will learn. There is a time and a place for their foolishness.
We pick up on the next morning. Soon enough, the sun begins to make its entrance over the horizon, illuminating the city in morning light. It's about 10:30 a.m. by the time that you all are awake. Traveling seems to have worn you all out, and sleeping in a bed rather than upright in a cart is far preferable. We'll start with Tempo. Tempo, what are you doing at 10:30 in the morning just after you wake up?
Are there any baths here, or am I assuming too much?
Each room has an offset bathroom with a toilet, or the the fantasy toilet. I don't know, fantasy plumbing is a thing. A pot. And you have a clawfoot bathtub.
Okay, yeah, we're doing all that, getting 2 days worth of funky off and reapplying our makeup.
Excellent. Here, you drop this, King.
Wow.
I hand you your jingly hat.
Wow.
Your jester's cap.
Yes.
Come hither, fool. The bar jingled miserably across the floor.
And then he's downstairs.
Wonderful. Blue, what are you doing at 10:30 a.m.?
Gonna take a nice quick bath. And then don my full-ass suit of armor.
Wonderful.
Strap my sword and shield to my person and pack the rest of my shit up and head downstairs.
Cool. Easy peasy. Fern.
I believe after, Vol would have messaged me that he had taken up residence outside of town. I'd probably make a beeline for him. Make sure he got through the night all right.
Okay. Easy enough.
I was hoping he was gonna take a bath, but I guess that's too much to ask for.
Impossible. Physically incapable.
You're going to have to drown him in order to get him in water.
It's a good thing I can't smell.
I can smell.
He really can't, though.
I know.
Blue Knight has no sense of smell.
I'm aware.
Okay, cool.
Making my way downtown.
Smelling bad. Okay. So you head out of the tavern. I assume Blue and Tempo would already be down there.
Yep.
So you just see Fern kind of, hey, and then walk out.
Yeah.
Fern, you spend a good maybe 20 minutes walking until you're outside of the gates. And almost directly outside of the gates is this 2-story building that was not there before.
Holy fuck, he wasn't kidding. All right. And I'll knock on the door. Yo, Vol.
I probably wake up on the floor because I didn't make it to the room last night. I stumble up, I reach around, put my eye patch on, and stagger towards the door, open it, I go, hello?
Morning, Stacy. How you doing?
It's pretty good. I'm covered in, I'm just absolutely, I probably passed out holding a bottle of wine and it's all over me.
Oh, man, I picked the wrong fucking room to sleep in. Never mind that. Today's the day. You want to go with me to the stables and start getting shit together so we can get the fuck out of Dodge?
Yeah, let me get cleaned up for a moment here. And then I reach for my hat, my robe, and I put it all on. Probably didn't wipe all the blood off my face last night. I'm just like a fucking mess. And I go, all right, I'm ready.
All right, tough guy, come on.
Before we go, real quick, and I just do just a little bump of opium, just a tiny little, and we go.
Okay.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Thank you, Harley. Thank you.
God bless.
Okay. You guys head back inside the gates. Just a little bit. Head back inside the gates. As you are heading up, you could see that there are quite a few more people on the streets. And for Tempo and Blue, from outside of the bar, there is a small wave of chatter that steadily rises in volume. Through the window at the front of the establishment, you can see a few people trickle past until it becomes a full-blown crowd. It's muffled by the walls and closed door, but you can feel their feet making contact with the street through the floor. Based on what you already know about the layout of this place, they're heading to Town Square.
I'm gonna head out there too then.
Yeah,
And
I'm
follow
following
this crowd.
I'm following Mr. Blue Knight.
For Vol and Fern, who are just walking up the street back into the city, you get up there at the point where Blue and Tempo are leaving the inn and following the crowd.
I don't suppose this is an uncharacteristic concert being performed in the middle of Town Square?
Don't think it is. Real quick, prestidigitate myself, clean myself all off, and I go, let's go see what's happening.
Yeah, you lead the way.
Perfect. Disguise self. I am now a human with white robes.
Sick.
Easy. Already, from just on the road, as you catch up with your party members, you can see what looks like a majority of the population. They have gathered around the gallows in the center of town. They are huddled together, squeezed as tight as possible to fit in and watch the upcoming show.
Oh, hell.
Everyone roll perception, please!
Whee!
You got it.
Also, I would like to mention this real quick.
Yeah.
When I do get up to the crowd, I kind of want to move off to like one side. Preferably if there's a cart around for the aftermath.
There is.
Okay. I would like to kind of position myself over that way.
Okay. So, you diverge away from your party members and head off a little closer to where the gallows are.
My perception's 15.
I rolled an 18.
19?
19, okay.
I rolled a 6.
The tempo.
Too short.
Yeah, you're too short to see anything. Okay, so for those of you that rolled a 17 or higher, your eyes begin to dart around, scanning your surroundings. Nothing in particular catches your eye, except for the man who has just made an appearance on the 4th floor balcony of a nearby building. He is overlooking the gallows as he takes his seat near the banister. Staring amongst the sea of bodies, he's almost entirely monochrome, just as the rest of the city is, save for the short, choppy black hair atop his head and the pale blue accents on his gray robes. You recognize this to be the man from the statue outside of the courthouse. Kyton, the Watchman of Order.
Oh, shit!
That's not good.
The cacophony from the crowd begins to roar, steadily increasing in volume to a maddening cheer. There are 2 men dressed in black now making their way to the platform, a too calm young man being dragged along with them. His hair is dirty and matted, and the simple sackcloth clothing he wears hangs loosely around his frame. Fern and Vol, you immediately recognize the boy standing at the noose, simply by the sunflower planted behind his ear. The executioners prepare the noose and settle him into it. They stand still, and just as they finish, the clock tower rings out with 11 bellowing chimes. That's when the man in the balcony speaks in a booming voice.
This boy was on trial for betrayal to his country, selling inside information to anyone who asked. His punishment was a mere year in our stockades. Yet he disobeyed direct sentencing and spoke outside of turn. Therefore, I have been left with no choice but to issue a resentencing. He is now to hang from the neck until dead, as has been ruled by myself and my jury. Child, do you have any final words? Speak now, or forever hold what small semblance of peace you have left.
And the boy looks up towards the crowd, puffing out his chest. And he stares forward over the head of the crowd and to the sun. I know the sun will guide me.
May the void embrace your wretched soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't see the gallows.
No, not from where you are.
God diddly darn it.
I lean and whisper to Vol. All right, bud, we've got about 10 seconds. If we want to pull something off, now's the time. You got anything?
I look directly at Fern and I go, if you want to die, we're going to save that boy. If you want to live, you watch or you turn away.
Hot diggity.
The man on the balcony raises his hand high, spreading his palm. At the 11th chime, he suddenly clenches his fist, and the lever is pulled. As he falls through the hatch, the crowd erupts into cheering, staring forward at the display with excitement. Kyton speaks again.
Let this be a lesson and a reminder. Commit wrongdoings, and you will be punished accordingly. And let this be an example to any weary travelers who think they are exempt from our statute.
And his gaze wavers before locking on the only colorful crew in this sea of monochrome.
Order is everything.
And the crowd recites his words at full volume. Kyton, from above, stands from his chair, now turning away to leave the balcony. There are a few more minutes of rambling from the mob before slowly they disperse. The event is over. No need for further congregation.
Is he dead?
Nah, he's fine.
He's dead as fuck, dude.
He is dead.
Do they bring his body down from the gallows?
They leave him there.
Oh.
He's an example now.
Oh, okay, cool.
You don't touch anything from the gallows.
Do the executioners leave the stage?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes while everybody kind of disperses.
Okay.
And then I am going to confidently, but like, not enthusiastically, make my way up the stage to the body of this hanging boy.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull something out of my pocket, something very small.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold it up to the boy's lips for a few seconds, mumble a couple of words, and I bring the object back. And I pocket it once more, and I turn and leave the stage.
Okay. Easy enough. You definitely do that.
I do the fuck out of that thing.
You do the hell out of that. For Fern, Tempo, and Vol, as the crowd disperses, you can see now where the Blue Knight has been positioned. You watch him walk up to the body. He pulls an object, stands there for a couple minutes, and he sets it back into his pocket, and he starts making his way back towards you.
Tempo's gonna like do his little jingle jingle trot 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 over to the deceased because he's never seen a hanging before.
Oh, first
Yeah.
time for everything.
He probably reaches out and then realizes that's probably not a good idea to touch somebody who's so fresh. But he just puts a little quivering gloved hand and just very quietly, almost, please, just those two words, and just trots right back. Probably doesn't care about him right now, but since he looked up at the sun, I felt that connection, and that's what he does.
Hell yeah. Well, now that the quote-unquote fun has subsided, is there anything anyone would like to do? It is about 11:10 at the moment, so you have enough time to make some last-minute stops before you get on the road again. You are to meet the man at the stables. You want to get out of here.
Stables, please.
I guess for anything character-wise, yeah, I guess I'll ask what happens to like anybody, like maybe the guards or like the executioners are walking away. I go, what do we do with the bodies?
Are you asking the executioner?
Yeah, like what did they do with the bodies? Do you leave them to hang here?
For an amount of time, yes.
All right. Then what happens?
We take them to the cemetery.
Oh, that's good. All right then. I guess I just look at Fern and I go, do you need to go anywhere?
As a matter of fact, I do. The stables. I'll meet you all there. I'm heading over there.
Okay.
I'll just go with Fern.
Okay. Tempo? Blue?
I mean, Tempo's going to the stables too.
No, I don't think I have anything I really need to do, so...
Okay. So everybody is just gonna head over to the stables.
Yes.
Easy enough. Straight down the road, straight shot. Your carriage is parked right on the side of the building. Your carriage is parked on the side of the building. You can walk inside if you choose. You could jump back in the cart if you choose. Who's doing what?
Oh, I'll get back into the car.
Okay.
Is the driver standing around? Or is he somewhere?
He's probably inside the stables.
Oh, okay, then I'm not gonna bother. I was gonna give him a nod, but since he's not in my line of sight, whatever. Head back in the cart.
Okay.
I'll sit back and wait for the driver.
Okay. Tempo?
Yeah, I'm in. He's just a little quiet.
Okay.
Oh wait, also you guys see a guy in a white robe, blonde hair, like step into your wagon.
Oh fuck, that's right. I forgot you did that.
I'm a human.
I just give you a fucking like look. You can feel the look coming through the mask.
I go, oh shit, and I drop it. It's me again.
My god.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay. Well, about 11:50, about that point, you can see the carriage driver step out of the building and into the stable with the horses. Grabs the 2 horses that you guys were using yesterday, and hitches them up to the cart. So he is outside now.
I pop my head out the window and I go, long morning?
You have no idea.
Did you catch the show?
No, I'm not a fan of Ibris entertainment.
Just tell me you have enough resources to put us from here to place here in record time.
Hopefully by the end of the evening.
Fucking fantastic. And I'm gonna step into the carriage.
Okay. Noon strikes, and the clock tower gives you 12 echoing chimes. With all of you already piled up into the cart, it is easy enough to pull back and make your way through the city, passing by the gallows as you do so. The carriage starts with a jump, lurching you in your seats with the sudden momentum. Slowly do the buildings begin to disperse. The further down the cobblestone path you ride, the less civilization that you see. As you near the edge of the city, almost 8 hours later, you can see a small troop of armor-clad people on horseback. There are 5 of them, and the soldier leading the head of the group is carrying a tall, gray banner. They're heading in the same direction you all are.
Oh, fucking course.
Excellent.
As your cart passes by, they turn to look at you and your ride before dismissing it and continuing on. As each of you lazily go on about your business, whether the memory of what happened today is fresh in your mind or is receding, you can feel the carriage slow and eventually stop. You can look out the windows to see another one of those walls, just as tall as the first that you came in contact with. The carriage driver steps down and opens the door for you. He speaks. "This is as far as I can take you. On the opposite side of this wall is Plaisir. Lord Isaac instructed me to relay the following information upon arrival. He understands that Plaisir is temptation incarnate. I have already briefed him on the situation, and he is giving you all 3 days' allowance. This is your time for, as he put it, playtime, as a thank you for accepting the mission. However, you are to resume traveling by the dawn of the 4th day. Is that understood?"
Crystal.
Absolutely.
Of course.
After he gives you that little snippet, he bows.
Tempo is still tired because he just watched a boy die. I don't know who to tell y'all.
I just bow back to him. Thank you for taking us this far. Your services were quite needed.
Thank you. Safe travels.
And to you, and please, if you get the chance, don't stop back at that town.
I would never.
Well, good ride to you.
And each of you slowly climbs out of the cart and approaches the iron gates. The guards stare at you as you grow closer, but seeing that you're leaving, they don't give you any resistance upon opening the gates. The iron squeals as the doors are pulled ajar, revealing a starkly different landscape than that of which you've been in for the past couple days. On the other side of those gates is a world of vibrance, of color. The grass is overgrown and wild, and flowers and colored stones litter the dirt path leading forward. The greenery is almost overwhelming in comparison to Ibris. Willow trees overhang the path, casting it in gentle shade as they rustle with the breeze. In the distance, you can see the vivid murals that decorate the ruins of fallen buildings, the perfect addition to this mossy vista. The sun, now lowering in the sky, is casting a warm, pinkish glow over the earth. Might be wise to make camp soon.
Oh, hell yeah, dog.
It's...
I nod, and I look around and I go, you know, I like this scenery a lot better. How about we get a bit farther down the road, away from all this grey walls and nonsense, and then we will set up a camp.
Oh, absolutely. The further away from the gray walls, the better.
Agreed.
I agree.
Okay. And so you set forth down the road until that wall is as far away from you as you can get.
Eat shit, Ibris.
I turn, double birds up at the wall.
Excellent.
Double birds up.
I'll join in that. Why not? He gives a half-hearted, though, bird.
Well, his name was Timothy. At the 11th hour, he saw the last bit of yellow he'd ever see. And that was his favorite color, you know?
If any consolation, he's in better place.
Oh, vastly better place.
Okay. And so you all wander forth down that beautiful flowery path until the wall is totally out of your vision. Eventually, the moon does set in this. The moon does set itself high in the sky. The beautiful faintly blue glow encasing each of you before it is about time to stop. If you go any further, you will probably be lost. At least by the light of the moon.
I look around for the biggest, widest opened area.
There are some pretty good ones. Little spaces with trees. It's mostly overgrown tall grass.
Gotcha. So, where would you think is a really nice place? And I look at Fern, because he's the only one that sees what I can do.
Oh, you mean for your thing?
I'm going to set up camp.
Sure. Yeah. I just point at a random empty space, like, probably as good a spot as any. I'm fucking... Enjoy it. If you need me, I'll be about... And I point to the densest brush I can find. Somewhere over there. I'm just gonna go start setting up my camp over there.
You know, it does make sense now. And then I walk over to that open space. I go, what are we all feeling in the mood for? Double bedroom, or a dining room, bathhouse and bedroom?
Explain.
There's nothing to explain. 2 rooms, that's all you get.
It is like the John Travolta with the fucking coat over his arm thing. Just...
The Pulp Fiction girl.
yeah,
is
the
like,
pulp,
"What?"
the pulp. Yeah.
All right, how about this? Are you a fan of taking a bath?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I could magically clean you instantly if you like.
No, thank you.
All right, then a bathhouse and bedrooms it is. I walk over to the grass. I stand there for a moment, and then you would see hazy purple mist begin to grow denser and denser around the cuffs of my robes and out of the palms of my robes until it mists out across the grass. And out of nowhere you would see the hill begins to come to a point, and that point, still maintaining its grasp, begins to grow into a perfect cone, and it grows very, very high, 2 stories up and very wide, and you see a grass roof and a 2-story tower.
Wow.
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 I walk over to the bright purple door and I push it open.
Okay.
This is the bedroom, and upstairs is the bathhouse.
All right. He's like fucking taken aback.
Yeah.
He's not used to this shit. He would sleep in the fucking dirt if he needed to. So this is different.
For tonight, I'm sorry I don't have a kitchen for the baths, but I'm sure you have plenty of rations.
I appreciate this much. I will accept you this offer. And thanks again. I guess he looks at a loss for words.
The pleasure's all mine.
He's gonna go in since you've invited him in, like a fucking vampire. Hee-hoo. Hee-hoo.
Hugh.
Tempo, I'm sure you're used to this type of treatment. Select anywhere you'd like to sleep.
Oh, well, thank you. This is absolutely wonderful. And he glides right in. Chink, chink, chink.
Jingle jangle.
Excellent.
Yes.
I call out to Fern. I go, Fern, I'll leave the door unlocked if you need it.
Yeah, I'll be back around in about an hour.
All right. And I just shut the door slowly.
Okay.
He comes in and we toss him in the bath immediately.
Immediately. So Fern, you're just setting up camp?
Yeah, it's not far off from the tower itself. I'm just trying to find a bit more of a wooded area. My boy needs to recharge his nature batteries.
Yeah, dude, there's like willow trees and flowers everywhere.
Fuck yes! Going old school. It's a nice little standard ass setup, bedroll, campfire lit. It's a nice little setup.
Excellent.
And once that's done setting up, I'd probably stop. I'd head back to the tower and knock and just be like, "How's everyone holding up in there?"
I just open the door. I go, it's pretty good.
Good. We've got some time before we all need to knock out. Mind if I step in for a moment?
You can come in whenever you like, Fern. You're my guest.
Well, thank you, very hospitable. And I'll just head on in and see what everyone's up to.
Well, what is everybody up to?
Exactly.
Fucking, sorry. Blue's just kind of milling about right now. Looking around. It's very tasteful, I suppose.
It's very fancy pirate-esque, I would say.
Nice. I dig it.
Very good.
Hardwood floors, just walls covered in tapestries, beads, and little shining trinkets. You'd probably see probably 3 different religious shrines.
To what?
To who?
Really?
Would anybody like to roll history to try and see what they are?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Go nuts.
Go stupid.
Not gonna
Hey,
do
it's
it.
not bad. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Aw, dang. Let's see. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Dirt man.
Fern don't know nothing. He got smooth brain.
I fancy myself more of a culture man, but that's fine.
Even his brain is caked in dirt.
No, jeez.
Listen, God.
Dirt brain.
Big old doo-doo brain.
Wow. Anyway, so what are the
Head
shrines for?
empty, only dirt.
Head empty, only dirt. No thoughts.
Two are actually of the same god, and one is a different.
What gods are they?
You would see the 2 are of Yodius, left and right, and you'd see the center is Borora.
Bawara.
Oh, Bo-Ara.
So, the figures, 2 are Yodius, and 1 is Bawara.
Interesting. All right, I ignore them. I take a quick glance and then continue on.
Tempo immediately gravitates to one of the Yodia statues. Or is it not statues, but what the 2...
Other little shrine statues of them.
Idols.
Okay.
Yeah, like little idols. You would assume that the Yodius ones are actually him in 2 different positions. One is just him standing there, and the other one is him like sitting very precariously on like a little like couch, like resting on his side.
Yeah.
Okay, then he goes to the lounging one. That one pin up.
Kaz, I'm gonna need you to repeat that for the class.
Fuck, alright. I said to Jack, but I guess I'll say it out loud. The statues are, one is Yodius topping, and the other one is Yodius bottoming.
Ooh, I hate that. For the record.
Duly noted.
Thanks.
Moving on.
Yes,
Cool.
anyway. What was I saying? Tempo, statue, lounging. That's what he's doing. He's just so happy to see a familiar face in all this chaos.
Big fan, I see.
You have no idea. And he just like rings one of his bells.
Probably not. I don't keep up too much with the whole god pantheon thing. Want to enlighten me?
Oh, well, I can only go so far. We are in his domain, just like Ibris and he who will not be named for the rest of the session. It sounded kind of fourth wally, but excuse me. But yeah, Yodius plays here. This is his thing, and this is actually my first time going to place here, even though I call myself a follower.
Oh, buddy. I'm not sure too much on the religious side of things, but you're gonna love it here. I've heard good things about the temples.
As have I.
Look at that. 3 days to play around. It's gonna be a hell of a weekend.
Not to put a damper on things, I don't know how much revelry I'll be able to get into. I think that's burned into my brain at this point.
Oh, that's the beauty of it. The bars here have such good drink on tap, by the time you'll be about 5 drinks in and you'll forget you saw anything.
It seems a little disrespectful to the dead, don't you think?
I can see why some would think so. I've always been more of a celebrate the life as opposed to mourning the death.
I mean, and it's not necessarily mourning, it's just I want to remember it, and maybe one day I can actually stop it. We could have stopped it, couldn't we?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll never know because we didn't jump at the opportunity.
Yeah, I guess. Wow, sorry. I am sorry. I did not mean to delve into death. She's like, he waves his hand, like, as if to throw the fragrance of gloom out of the way. I am so sorry. And he even turns to the shrine. I am so sorry. I should go. And he just finds a room.
Hey, before you go, piece of advice for you, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Just moving forward in the future. If something seems right and it seems like you should be on the straight, like whatever you're thinking is the right thing to do, don't hesitate, even for a second. You might try and fuck up, but it's better than standing there and not trying at all.
Okay. Thanks. And he disappears around the corner, hopefully, into a room somewhere.
Yeah. That actually, brings us to an interesting transition here. Hey, Vol, buddy.
Yeah, I'm literally sitting there. The front door's still open. I'm actually sitting on the steps.
Oh, shit. Mind if I take a seat with you for a quick sec?
Oh yeah, you can sit near me.
Fair. And I will. Hell of a day, huh?
Oh yes, very exciting day.
You met a god today.
No, I didn't meet him. I looked up at him, and he looked at a crowd of ants.
True. I mean, to be fair though, just yesterday you were assuming we were running an empty... You were about to try to run an empty town, so, quite a perspective flip, don't you think?
I suppose.
Just trying to check on you, bud. Like, I know it was a lot today.
I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, I barely even knew him.
Doesn't make it easier, though, does it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, can't really tell you how to feel about it either way. All I know is you have 3 full days to cope with it however you want to. Because let me tell you, once we get into the city proper, all bets are off. It's going to be absolutely insane, and that might be good for you.
It might be good, yes. I would say it's better than where we were at, and I would like to say that perhaps we'll meet finer people than who we met back there. Not speaking of the dearly departed, of which we saw, who were probably maybe accused of too harsh of a crime. But I don't know. Maybe we'll just meet nicer people along the way.
We can only hope so, right?
We can only hope so, yes. Plus, I like the scenery. I never really get to see the sunset.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yes, I'm usually off in smaller villages or kind of backwater towns.
Not much sunset there.
Oh, not much sunset where I'm originally from. Not much sunset anywhere, but you know, I think I'm actually liking the color. I do like yellow now.
Well, definitely get used to it. I've been at this for many years now, and it's one of the few things I can say without a doubt never gets old.
I just nod to myself. Did you know drow don't like the sun? It's not a stereotype, believe it or not. It actually hurts us a little bit.
That's right. You did say, I think when we first met, you had said something about the daytime being your nighttime.
Yes, we have a strange irritation of our skin. Not terrible where we burn ourselves to death. No, just it's hard to be out in.
So why do you?
Maybe I'll tell you later.
I've got time. Whenever you're ready, man.
But I don't know how much exciting talking about a sleeping schedule is, but you know. And I stand up on the stairs, and I don't walk into the house. I just shut the door, and I take a small walk down the trail.
Okay. Are you just going for a walk?
Yep, just a little walk.
Okay. Blue,
Hello.
what are
me.
you doing?
It's me. I was kind of standing in the background during all of the things that just happened. So I kind of heard snippets about everybody's going-ons, I guess.
Okay.
He's not gonna, like, try and comfort anyone. That's not what he's here for. Plus, psych, he doesn't know how. He's gonna, like, rifle through his pockets a little bit, though, and, like, pull out the object from earlier once everybody else is, like, kind of moved away.
Okay.
And
You are currently left alone
Yeah.
in the bottom floor.
Okay, cool. He's gonna just kind of regard it for a moment. He's gonna, like, bring it closer to his mouth and kind of whisper, just... You'll be with your new mistress soon. And I promise it'll be a lot better than this life.
The stone glows very softly.
Hell yeah. And he pockets it. And he goes to find this room of his, I suppose.
Okay. It's on the floor you're at, so
Excellent.
easy enough.
There would only be 2 rooms.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I go find my room. And I stay there.
Forever.
Forever. I never
Ever.
leave.
That's it. That's the
I
campaign.
melt into the fucking wall. Yep.
Forever.
Ever
And
and
ever.
and ever and ever
And ever.
Hamilton countered. Ting!
Yeah, the Hamilton counter in the corner.
I don't know what we're up to, like 4 or 5 maybe. for
Yeah.
this- just
We're
for
at,
this-
I think we're at 5.
Okay.
And then we obtain a cease and desist.
Yes.
Yep. Lin-Manuel comes and busts down the door that kills us.
Baby's first cease and desist. Baby's first cease and desist.
I have a question though. Wait, where is Fern?
Outside on the steps, I believe.
Sitting on the porch like a fucking hobo.
Yeah. He'd probably just let Vol walk off for a second, just chill and watch the sunset.
All right. I would like to peek out of my room, and if I
Okay.
don't see Mr. Blue Knight, and I just see Mr. Fern on the steps, and Val is just nowhere, we're gonna take that quick shoot up to the bathhouse while nobody's noticing.
Run, 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 run.
Oh, worm.
And you do.
Door's lockable, by the way.
You do the thing. You do the shit out of it.
You do it real hard. Real good.
Wow.
Wonderful.
As any follower of Irius would.
Wow.
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 You do it hard,
Oh, wow.
you do it good, and you love it.
And then you leave.
Get that head, get
don't-
that bread.
I take,
Get
I
out of there
take it.
before they wake up.
I take it back. I want to go home.
Get that head, get that bread, they leave.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alrighty then.
They leave.
It went from like a nice somber moment between everybody to
Get that
shit,
head,
dog.
get that bread, they leave.
Oh my god.
Peace out.
Alrighty then.
Oh my god. Okay, eventually sun sets, and you are cast in total darkness. Fern,
Yeah.
I assume when it is time to rest, you head back to your camp?
Absolutely.
Roll perception.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Oh, man. They're gonna catch me with my pants down.
Can't believe
shit,
Fern's
dude.
gonna die.
Wait. Yeah, that's a 10. That's a 10.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Fuck. It's never good.
It's never good.
Are you guys taking watches?
I mean, that would have been smart.
I mean, if we're still allowed to say yes, then yes.
The answer is yes!
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Eventually Fern leaves. Night goes by smoothly. Roll perception.
All right. Perception. That's a 12.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Who's next?
That's it. That's it.
Who's taking second watch? Who's taking third watch?
How long was the first watch?
I'll say 2 hours.
2 hours? I'll take the last watch.
Okay.
I
That
only
means-
need to meditate for 4 hours.
Tempo, you're up. Roll perception.
Man, he doesn't know what a watch is.
Oh, fuck, dog. Yep, so we got a gap in watch.
Yeah, we do.
Also, I am meditating against the interior of the door. I come back, I close and lock it, I place a pillow at the door, and I sit down and meditate.
Nice.
Nice.
Well,
What was that perception roll, Tempo?
yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, I guess I'll do it anyway.
Gibby.
Yeah, I would assume Vol at least wakes you up and goes, hey, go watch. And shit.
Please let me have a normal roll. Please. God dang it. That's a 12.
Nothing happens.
Wow.
Vol,
Come kick me awake. I'm at the front door. I wake up, I go, oh, okay. And I stand up, and I open the door. I close it and lock it, and I walk out into the woods to look over Fern's camp really quick to see if he's all right. And
He's sleeping like a little baby.
Chill.
I got a 13, so that's a 16.
okay.
Hee-hoo.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Approaching from the distance, you can hear the clopping of hooves along the dirt path. As you look up in the direction of the sound, you spot that familiar gray banner peeking up over the tall grass. It looks like they're going to pass you by. You can hear mumbling, but as they grow closer, you can make out the middle of a conversation. You know, Theon, I think we could use a little color back home. It's really pretty out here. Don't get used to it, soldier. You know that's not something we can have. Leads to anarchy, and the judge has had enough on his plate.
I'm just saying, if we had trees or flowers or something, might help keep the peace.
Are you doubting Kyton's judgment? No, of course not. Then hold your tongue.
Yike.
I think to myself for a moment. I rest amongst the rock, and as soon as they go, are you questioning the word of Kyton? And I go, I don't know, are you? And I lean against it, disguised as Yotius.
Immediately, the troop leader reels back on his horse. Causes all of them to come to a stop. Who are you? State your business.
I go, well, you have to state your business. You're walking through my territory.
We're on a mission. Simply passing through.
Simply passing through. And I begin to jauntily walk across the field, across the road, and I go, what is your business in my territory?
I don't believe that's any of your concern.
It is my concern. This is my territory. I'm Yotius.
Roll deception.
Oh my god, here
There
we
it
go.
is.
Boys, I am ready.
Oh, yes,
I am so excited.
Please. Oh, please. This is the biggest role in my life right now.
This is natural 20 of your life.
Where's my deception?
Easiest.
Bruh. I'm so
Easiest
so
natural
excited
20.
right now.
That's 21. That's a 21.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I have a +3, so that was a 21.
All right.
I was shaking so fucking bad. I was like, because they would just puncture me with arrows and keep going.
Oh my god.
Well, he got a 12. So he definitely doesn't see past you. He kind of sits up a little straighter. He stares at you through the helmet. We're on orders from Kyton. That is the most information I can give you, sir.
That is a shame. Well, if he says it, I guess it's okay.
I'm waiting for the other foot to fall right now.
But, can I at least get your name?
No, sir.
Oh, that's a shame too. And why is that?
I'm under direct orders.
Direct orders to not have a name or not to give it?
Sir, no disrespect, but we must be passing through.
All right, I suppose. Well, off you get.
He nods, and he... Yeah! To the horse. And the troop continues on.
I wave with my fingers. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay. And they are heading off the path.
How many of them are there?
5.
Only 5?
Barnaby told you guys that they would be traveling in groups of 5, typically.
Oh, yes. Almost forgot about that. I go, hey, wait a minute, actually. Real quick, if I could get you. Please turn your horses around. I don't wish to pull you from them.
DM, for the sake, before the scene continues, would I be able to hear this? I'm not too far out, and I probably would have come out of my trance.
I
at
am
this point.
talking quite loudly.
If he's talking as loud as I think he is, yes.
Oh god.
It's like, oh, hello, like very loudly, because I'm yelling at a distance.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go wake up Tempo and Blue and just be like, just knocking on the door like, up and at 'em, kids. I think eye patch fucked up.
Kids.
I think eye patch fucked up.
I think I patch fucked up. Alright.
At what part of their conversation do they come out at?
That depends on how long it takes me to get my armor on, which is, I think somewhere around 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. So about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I could probably hold a conversation if I saw Fern.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, now hold on a minute. I go, I think I do recognize you.
And he steers his horse to kind of stop and turn so he can face you. Oh, yeah.
Now, don't mind me saying this, but you are on an important task, I think, if my clairvoyance is correct. You see, my druids are everywhere, you know, and they have many, many people within this forest, and they can hear many, many words, and I think you are who you might be. You might be... Oh, that's right. You're looking for that strange artifact thing, aren't you?
He sits up a little straighter.
I know where it's at. As a matter of fact, I have one of the pieces.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Roll deception.
Of course.
We are getting into some very dangerous territory right now.
Let's rock.
15? Not that high, but 15?
That was a 14.
Oof.
Ooh!
Yikes. Like, yep, we're getting into the shits now, boys.
So I'm going to say you managed to hold that conversation to the point where Tempo and Blue, you are now following Fern out, and you see the exact same sight. Tempo, you see Yodius standing in the middle of the road.
I was gonna say,
Tempo, you see Yodius standing in the middle of the fucking road, looking at these goons.
Can I use my context clues to figure out it's Vol?
Abso-fucking-lutely you
Excellent, because he's the only one not here.
I'll just turn around and look at him for a moment. I'll be like, oh.
Tempo is looking mouth agape, and he doesn't know that's good pal Vol over there.
Oh,
I,
fuck, here
nope.
we go.
I smack one of Tempo's like little bells and just like a little jingle to get his attention. Just like, focus up, kid. This is our boy.
What?
I know. I'm disappointed too.
Okay.
Now, should we go help him before he gets his stupid ass killed?
No, think sacrilege is enough to see him killed. I mean, it's fine when we were in another country because it wasn't my god.
I am still an elf. I hear you pretty well.
I go.
All right.
I start
And
walking.
That's when Blue gets up out of the brush and just starts fucking going.
Oh, we're good doing this, huh?
Yeah.
I stop them for just a moment, and I go, you see, these are my druids and champions. My guardians of the forest.
Fight now. Enough talk. Fight now.
God, I wish.
DM,
Yes.
just a quick question for just in case. How far away would I be from these people, and how far apart are they, like this little squad?
They're 5 feet maximum apart from each other. Like, their horses are traveling pretty tightly.
Gotcha.
But from where you are now, you would be about 35 feet.
Oh, delicious. All right, please continue.
The tall man on the horse, the troop leader, he glances to the skull-faced figure now lurking from the brush.
Lumbering out like Sasquatch.
Yes.
I go, oh, this is one of my favorite champions right here.
Surely. Listen, we must be going.
You must be going, right?
Yes.
But here's the thing. Again, as you know, you're on my land. I tell you when you can go, and I cast Puppet on him.
Ooh, yikes.
And
we out here, boys.
seeing him do that, I'm also going to cast Entangle on the entire company.
Okay, go ahead and make those rolls. Or
You have, you have to make a Constitution saving throw for that man on the horse. From me.
Yeah.
I
And then-
can do that.
And then we'll get to Entangle, because
Yes.
I actually already know what that does. So.
Okay, sick. It's an 8.
Shit.
You had to beat a 16, my
Yeah, no.
thing
Yeah.
here. So, if he is holding a weapon in his hand, or the reins, or whatever it is, I make him release it, and I pull him 30 feet towards me, off of his horse, through magical strings on my finger that connect to his limbs.
Oh my god, he just fucking turned him into a chakra puppet.
I'll bet.
This
Nice.
is fucking Naruto.
Wow.
Wow, just like Naruto.
And I go, now you will stay. And then I just pull him in, so he's 30 feet closer to us.
Ooh.
He can move after. He can move after his next turn.
So yeah,
Very good. So
Or
Entangle
his
would
turn.
be used.
He can move during his
Alright.
turn. I mean, sorry.
So we'll go ahead and go for Entangled next.
yep.
That
You will be
does-
getting the 5 horses as well as the 4 soldiers that are left behind.
Fantastic.
Just Entangle, I believe, is a 15 or 20 foot cube.
Yeah, so just a thriving, just wriggling mass of vines just shoot up from the ground and hold them all in place. They would all have to make strength checks to break it. Yeah, technically the horses.
Yeah. And then if the guards tried to dismount, then they would be caught in Entangle and
Yes.
they have to make the save. So if they make the save, then they're at half speed. If they don't make the save, then they're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, roll initiative.
Hi guys, it's me, V, your pal behind Tempo. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Party Wanted. We really appreciate it. If you like what we do, subscribe. And if you want bonus content, updates, or just want to say hi, follow us on Twitter at PartyWantedPod. Thanks again, and welcome to the party!